talking to a superior, spectacular young man, James Sanders.
I don't have the answer about the glue. Now you've got me really worried. I'm going to lose sleep over this.
I asked you a question before we went to the break.
Yes.
Why does the glue not get stuck in the bottle?
I don't have an answer, and I don't have my cell phone, so I'm stupid. I can't even Google it.
So, just so you know, as we move forward with your new Google information that you're going to describe to us, and you're such a big head that you bring your own Google information, just remember you could not answer my question. Why does the glue not stick to the inside of the bottle?
Next week, I will have a 15-minute discussion about why the glue...
Next week, I'm going to ask you another joke because Wilton liked that joke. You understand? Made him smile. Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you bring us, my friend?
Well, today I'd like to talk to you about the most disruptive technology in small businesses in the Villes.
Okay.
So this is for us. And I'll go pretty quickly.
Those of you that don't know what the Villes is, that is from Statesville to Huntersville and all the towns in between. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Which is our market.
That's correct.
This radio show's market.
That's correct.
That's correct. Speaking of market, first thing, the rise of e-commerce.
Okay.
You know, none of these are exciting or sexy.
Right.
But it's a reality. It's disruptive.
That's right.
If you have a small business and you're not doing e-commerce and your competitor is doing e-commerce, they'll probably do better than you.
You hit the nail on the head. It is so funny that you bring that up because Julia and I are right in the middle of working with a new client, getting ready to bring them on board. And that is the #1 top selling business and franchise in the country right now is e-commerce stores.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very
so
good.
you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, tomorrow, Instacart IPO.
Yeah.
So if you want to gamble a bunch of money, that's the place to do it tomorrow. I don't know what time.
Well, you stick to what you know, the IT. Don't go to the market, okay?
Oh, all right.
Next.
Yeah. #2, mobile payments. Everybody's carrying around a way to get paid in their pocket now, right? On their phones, scanning this, that, and other thing. And we see that when we're out in events. But the reality is that people showing up and doing work on your gutters or pressure washing or whatever, they're going to take your payment right away also. And that gets rid of all that wondering if you're going to get paid or not. You're right there. You're getting your payment. That's a competitive advantage.
Okay.
Third one.
And I want small business people to hear, stop trying to charge the extra $3 or 3 cents. I'm telling you, just increase your price by 2-3% and be done with it.
I agree.
It is offensive.
It is.
People see it as misery and they think differently of you. I'm telling you, it's a cost of doing business and it makes the client's life so much better. And so you really need to be a part of this. Get to the future. Don't be the convenience store guy that said if you buy under $2, I'm gonna charge you.
That's right.
You hate that guy. Don't be that guy.
I agree 100%. There's a medium-sized business out in Concord that called me and said, "Hey, what's our credit card processing fee when we pay our invoice with you?"
Yeah.
I was like, no, there's not one of those. I just assumed I didn't know I could. You know. But I still wouldn't do it. That's just going to offend people.
I'm just telling you, I don't like it. I don't think it's a good thing for small business people to do it. Customers and clients do not like it at all.
Today and right now is not the time and the place. But have you gone on a rant about tips yet?
No, I have
on this
not.
show? Oh, good. Well, I look forward. I hope I catch that one.
Okay.
All right. Next one is social media.
Okay.
And so my sweet fiance, she keeps giving me guidance on social media because we don't use it that much.
Right.
But she uses the world out of it. And so, I'm lacking that competitive advantage. I can see other IT providers, smaller than me, putting stuff out on LinkedIn and Facebook and that type stuff. And I should probably get in that. Because they do have that advantage over me, even though they're smaller than me.
Well, and it gives a small business person like me a chance to see if somebody knows something that might encourage me to pick up the phone and ask them another question. But I'll tell you from a small business side, James, it's something that's really happened. I get frustrated when small business people think that social media is all they need. And they don't do the websites. Mm-hmm. They think the Facebook.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, they have a Gmail address
is enough. Yeah,
right. They have a Gmail address and a Facebook page.
That is not good business, and don't think the customers know it. They know exactly what you're doing, and they're not comfortable with it, and they will measure you accordingly.
I agree. It does not. It does not present a professional appearance when you don't have the full package.
That's correct.
That's Data analytics. So I was talking about this earlier about a client today that called and was asked couldn't get some data out of their QuickBooks that they wanted. There is an incredible amount of decision making ability in your finances, in your line of business application, in your CRM. It's all sitting in there just waiting to be mined. And so great companies mine the data that they have to make better informed decisions, to know what to focus on.
And it's interesting that you say that because so many small business people are trying to move in this direction, right? And don't quite understand it. And if they had an in-house IT person helping them, that we're talking about, this
Absolutely.
fractional person, you could help give them advice on that, because I'm the guy that tries to teach them there's benchmarks, there's KPI, key performance indicators that every industry needs, right? You can hand those to them on a dashboard. They'll walk in on Monday, it'll be sitting on their computer, so they're going to know exactly what they did last week, and so they're going to know what choices and decisions to make on an operational side. It's a big deal because most of small business people only look at those numbers in a monthly basis, and by then it's old information. And you cannot alter operations in an effective way doing that.
And this is not 2000 anymore. This is not a matter of having to export and import and run this and run that and run everything. Probably the tools are in place, just waiting for you to figure them out. What percentage of clients that you work with know their numbers well enough before you get a hold of them? Would you say below 70?
Less than 20 to 25% of my clients actually know their numbers.
Isn't that weird?
Understand P&L numbers, understand their balance sheet, and even fewer know what we call them benchmarks or key performance indicators, what they are for the industry. Because that's the first thing that I do, right? I look for their key indicators, and I see how close or far away they are from their industry average.
And you have
based
shorts.
On their sizes.
Yeah, you have shorts on all this stuff that explain the importance of this and where to find it and how to do it.
That's correct, I do.
So I should just stop. How many shorts you got? 400, 500 pairs of shorts?
Massive.
Massive. 520?
Massive.
Is that what you said?
Sexiest YouTube channel on the planet. And I'm not talking about me being sexy. I mean the YouTube channel is sexy.
I'm just going to run it on replay. If I run it on replay while I'm sleeping, I'll undoubtedly wake up.
Can we get back to your Google information?
Cloud computing. I probably have, again, 600, 650, 700 endpoints that I take care of. We're down to less than 10 servers. Servers used to be a big deal as a capital expense. Nowadays, a new server is a $15,000, $20,000 expense for even a medium-sized business. But you move it up to the cloud, you avoid the capital expense, and you work out of the cloud. Every cloud solution, unless you've got something really weird going on, there's going to be a cloud solution out there for you, and it's going to be less expensive on the front end. It'll take years to become more expensive. It just makes a lot of sense. And the mobility.
So I hear cloud so much it makes me sick. Give me a downside. Is there a downside to me being on the cloud? What's the downside?
Are you worried about the security of your data? Are you so worried that you want it in-house where you can see it and lay hands on it, unplug it during a storm?
Well, what do you mean by unplug it during a storm?
I mean, physically, it used to be we'd shut the servers off during storms.
Oh,
if we knew we knew the hurricane's coming through, we might shut a server down to avoid whatever.
Right.
But that is the one big remaining.
But doesn't the cloud save it anyways?
Yeah, it's in like 3 or 4 different places on Earth. I mean, on Earth, around the Earth.
Right.
Just in case. It makes all the sense in the world. But not being able to lay hands on data is the biggest remaining.
In that second, you're saying there may be an hour downtime or something like that. You're saying
people just like to know where their personal data is. If it's theirs, it's their. But even their
because if it's at Microsoft, I got no idea where it is at Microsoft. If it's with Google, I got no idea where it is.
In reality, Google and Microsoft have a whole lot more to lose than you have to lose, and so they are very, very protective of their data and your data because you're their customer. They don't need that.
All right, what else you got?
Well, of course, I didn't want to overlook the importance of cybersecurity. It's disruptive. It continues to get worse.
You are my go-to cybersecurity dude, right? You know that, don't you? Right?
Thank you so much. So you got AI. is now building. The bad guys are using artificial intelligence to build better traps for us.
That scared me because they're already pretty good at it.
Yep, pardon me. I know. I know.
That's very scary.
The need for skilled workers, because we need people that know how to use this technology.
Right.
It is not a matter of you just wait for somebody to walk in off the street and you like the way that they talk about stuff and hire them. Instead, we got to stop and.
I mean, to be honest with you, as we're learning all this automation and new CRM and that sort of stuff, Julie said you better start getting in on these meetings because you're not going to know what's going on. And I said I'm gonna wait till it's done and we're finished with all these changes, and then you can teach me, right? So there is a level of education that is going to have to happen.
Yes, we recently over about a 2-month period, we switched up 2 or 3 major systems to improve solutions. And during that time, I watched 4 of the 5 of us adapt and overcome. And the one who did not is not with us anymore.
Yeah.
Didn't do what he needed to do. Didn't stay up to where he needed to be.
As much as I hate change, you got to change.
That's it.
You just got to.
Yeah. So another disruptor, the pace of change.
Okay. You want to take us to break?